What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm J and we are locked in. This is episode 5 of Beauty in Black of our 8-day recap. And well, Kimmy, she fishtailing out the parking lot, pulled off in the big body. She was about to run through the gates. They had to open the gates up. We found out that Charles, he's at the club playing with that nose again. Charles will never learn. But the big important part is, who the hell did Kimmy run into? Well, we're going to find out in episode 5. But before we jump into this breakdown Beauty in Black, if you like dysfunctional family, billionaires on the brink of losing everything, well, Beauty in the Black may be the show for you on Netflix. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. Make sure you hit that like button and help your boy get to 60,000 subscribers. But let's go ahead and jump into it. This is the recap of episode 5, Beauty in Black on Netflix, of our 8-day recap. It turns out the person that was in the vehicle that Kimmy, for some reason, was speeding and drove off the road instead of just hitting the brakes, it was Horace, and they find out that Angel is actually alive. Security's talking about, we'll get you out the ditch. Horace said, what's going on here? And you know he's hurting because he just got up out the hospital, but he's still going through his cancer. So him popping up like this, I know Kimmy's like, wait a minute, don't kill me. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Angel's like, nobody's dead. You know, there was a hit put out on Angel. Everyone gets to the house and it's time to have a sit down about what the hell's actually been going on. Sylvie, she's upset because she didn't want to leave and she knew that Horace didn't have an evil bone in his body. Well, not towards them. But now everyone is talking about it. Angel's like, yeah, he did put a hit on me, but it was to save you, Kimmy. And Horace is like, listen, I didn't actually put the hit on Angel because I wanted Angel gone. I did it to protect you and to be able to give you the company. So everyone's looking at Kimmy like, you were overreacting to this. You gotta trust Horace. He wouldn't have put you in this house without a prenup. And plus, you took $1 million. So now Horace is looking at you like you don't trust me. But that's understandable because they come from the streets and they don't know no better. Because I would have definitely put some money away for myself also. Roy's on the phone with Olivia. She's like, is that any way to answer the phone to your mama? Your wife is fucking Barney. He's like, Mom, get the hell off my phone. She's not messing with Barney because Barney is fucking Charles. So everyone's secrets are no longer secrets. This is a family of no secrets at this point. But Roy, he's not worried about any of this. Roy wants to go out and get him some new cutty because his old cutty buddy, or should I say his old slave, because that's what she basically was, is now married to his father, which makes her his stepmother. Mallory finally gets home and we know what Roy is on, so she's talking bad to him. Our favorite couple is always arguing. We don't expect anything less, especially at this point. Now this bathroom looks a little rusty for them to be millionaires, but that's neither here or there. She goes in the bathroom like, I'm about to take a shower. Roy's talking about, leave that door open. She said, why? So you can watch it, not be able to get it up? He said, the hoes get it up. So they just arguing back and forth. She's like, Roy, get your ass out of here. He's like, oh yeah, you're lucky. I'm gonna go get on the couch. And Roy starts looking at the strip club. He's like, you know what? I'm about to pull up and I'm about to talk to some of the hoes. Now Charles has been messing with the new stripper. They go into the bathroom with some pure Colombian booger sugar. Now they in there and Charles is like, you do the booger sugar first so I can make sure there ain't nothing wrong with it and then I'll get it. But he keeps getting a phone call. And guess what? It's drunk ass Olivia, his mama. She's like, Charles, what are you doing, fucking Varney? That's a big nigga. He's like, Mom, he really can't talk about it right now, but he's like, hey, and then he just hangs up. Damn, man. I know he's like, shit, this thing got out to everybody in the family, but we know Charles don't care because Charles continues to take this stripper home with him and does a little bit of that booger sugar while on the phone. Angel and Kimmy are finally talking for the first time after the supposed unaliving of Angel. And he still doesn't know what the hell is going on. And she's like, look, I married Horace, but it ain't nothing serious. You know, he was actually into you and you knew that, but I'm in charge. He's been teaching me the books. He's been teaching me everything. So I'm about to take over and we get to live in this house. So that's a positive. And we don't work for Jules anymore. That's a double positive. You got money in your pocket. You don't owe Jules and you in charge of everything. So Angel's just like, shit. Man, they got to shooting. Some people fell in front of me and I survived, man. I'm just thankful to be here. But where do I take a shower at? Rain finally makes it back to the strip club and she's talking to Felicia, and we hear that Shake Shake is really running things right now. Felicia, she don't give a damn. For a couple $100, she'll tell you whatever you need to know. But she goes over and talks to Shake Shake because what she's really here looking for is the Motel BBL lady, the quote unquote nurse, who isn't a nurse. But she goes over and this girl Young Thing is talking about, yeah, I'm supposed to get a BBL at the motel also, and they're letting me take off work early to go and get it. So everyone's just trying to make some money here. They're trying to take body spot and fill in. So, well, everyone knows about Rain, and they thought that Rain was dead from her motel BBL. But she's like, look, I'm going to go with you. I'm going to be your support. It's going to be A-OK. Because she's trying to find out where this supposed nurse is so she can get even. Roy pulls up to the strip club. Security talking about, oh, hey, Mr. Bellery. He's like, don't say my name. We know what he's here for, a little bit of action. Then when he gets in there, he sees Officer Alex and Traxton. He's like, you still driving for Kimmy, right? He's like, yeah, but I'm here with Rain. He's like, yeah, well, I hate that bitch too. Roy's here for some loving, some after action, because we know Mallory didn't give him none when she was getting in the shower. So he's starting to pick out some women, and he wants to go to VIP. Now, Traxton, he remembers Traxton. Traxton is the one that got him locked up. And Traxton's like, my bad, I'll make it up. He said, you can't make up nothing to me. But get her, and I want to go to the VIP. No cameras, no nothing. I want to be in and out. Stripper number 8 and Charles show back up to the house. And he's like, dang, this house is nice. But we know he's here to do one thing, and that's a robbery and whatever else Charles wants him to do. But while he's looking at the house, Charles is like, go to the room. Varney comes down the stairs. Because remember, Varney was supposed to drive back to Chicago, but Mallory told him, nah, just go stay at Charles's house. From Indiana to Chicago, that's too damn far. So Varney, he was upstairs for some reason. He comes downstairs like, you need to leave, mister. He's like, damn, should I go? Varney's like, yeah, I just told you need to leave. Charles is like, nah, go back there. So the stripper goes back there and he starts going through all of Charles's things because he's trying to get some pictures to send to the security guard and find the safe. Varney is upset because Varney LOVE Charles, but Charles don't love that nigga. The last thing we see is Rain and Alex pulling up to the Motel BBL, the #1 destination if you want to get your tail inflated with who knows what. Cement, concrete, air. You never know what you're going to get in the Motel BBL. But Rain and Alex, their relationship is getting closer. We see Alex putting the silencer on the Thule and they go banging on the door. Now the Motel BBL looks like it's full because we got Shake Shake in here. We got our quote unquote nurse and we got Young Thing. And she's like, wait a minute, I thought Rain was in the hospital. Well, nah, Rain is up and she's active and Rain wants revenge. So let her in or they're going to have to kick the door down. All right, there you go. The recap for episode 5 of Beauty in Black. Let me know what you think about Motel BBL. Would you have went back to the Motel BBL to get revenge? Or would you have just let that slide because you're getting that money? And also, what the hell is our boy Roy doing in this strip club, having a ball with the ladies while Charles is at home, potentially about to get robbed? Let me know what you think. I'm J. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for episode 6 to recap of Beauty in Black. Hit that subscribe button. Help your boy get to 60,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.